Hello and welcome to my new comedy video, how to add comedy to your act with bits and business and fun and all sorts of good stuff. Let's get started. The first trick we're going to work on is on my list here of tricks to work on. Let's see, we got vanishing, appearance, and then the other one, and then, okay, we have about 6 or 8 tricks to work on here in a row, so watch close. I don't think I need that anymore. I'm sure I don't need that. Watch close because I'm going to squeeze and do the first trick. The first trick is the vanishing trick. The vanishing trick. Yes, the note has disappeared. The list of tricks has disappeared. And now for our second trick. What was the second trick? It was on that list. What did I do with the list? Where's the... Oh, great. I made the list disappear. Wait, hold on. I'm going to look for the list here. It's got to be around here somewhere. There's got to be a list here somewhere. Do you see a list around here somewhere? And the kids, of course, start screaming at this point because there's a list hanging right here on my back. And so that is the first comedy bit. They tell me, hey, the list is back there. Oh, I found the list. Oh, good job. Let's see. The list is, make something reappear. There it is. The list has reappeared, and we're set to go on with the show. How is that done? Very easily. The string attaches to a little safety pin right here in my collar. You can adjust the right height to figure out where it fits best. Crumple up the paper. Don't let them see the string at this point. Or better yet, I used white string to make it real clear how this works. But you can use a real thin, black, heavy string. It's found in the fabric department. It's meant for upholstery. Not regular old black thread. That will break. But upholstery thread, I think they said 20 times stronger. I don't know. I'm not an upholstery thread expert. But this is simply taped to the back of the paper, a little bit of duct tape. You have your list, and you make a new list each time if you'd like. And there we go. Oh, the first trick, vanish. We're going to make something vanish, kids, so watch close. A squeeze, and you drop it out of sight, which is going like this. Squeeze and toss, and poof, it's gone. And there, ta-da, the first trick has been accomplished. Now, what's the second trick? I can find my list. Where's my list? And you turn around. At that point, all the kids see the list hanging on your back right here. And you live happily ever after. Because adding comedy to your act makes you funny. And when you're funnier, it's a funnier you. So get ready. Make some more comedy with all the amazing tricks and comedy bits we have on this video. Hope you like it. And now for our second comedy bit, get ready for some laughs. I'm talking about big laughs. That's the kind you want. Little laughs are great too. Any kind of laughter is wonderful. Even a snicker or a groan is acceptable. But watch close. I love this trick. It's something I came up with years ago. I have a kid up from the audience and I say, oh, I can tell by your elbow you want to be a funny magician. And I point at their elbow with the magic wand. And then I reach behind their elbow. Imagine this is their elbow right there. And then I reach in and just pull out a funny bone. And I react with the reaction of, oh, you do have a big funny bone. You are going to be a very funny magician today. Oh. Hello. It's my cell bone. Bonus bit. We won't count that with the... Okay. Anyway, so to do the funny bone bit, you need a big funny bone. Okay. So go to Bones R Us. And then get one of these big foam bones. It's now out of sight in your suitcase. You go back to grab your magic wand, and as you do so, you grab this thing and kind of pleat it up like this, using the Dave Vernon grip, kind of like that, and then you hold it right here with the magic wand. Now, this holding the magic wand takes away some of the suspicion. Don't act suspicious. They won't suspect something. Just act casual. Don't have one hand wide open. But it does make sense to have the hand kind of like this. It does look fairly fair. You can't show the back or that'll show, but that doesn't matter because you're only showing this side. You're on stage. There's an audience in front of you, so watch close. You point at their elbow. Oh, there, on your elbow, I see it. Right there. Then you point. Take the magic wand in the other hand, and you point at their elbow. Reach down, and just out of sight, you grab the bone in your hand such as this, and there you have a big gasp of wonder, quite often a big laugh. Well, big bones should bring big laughs, eh? Have fun with this one. Stop. Hello? It's for you. Yes? No, I can't bring. I gotta. All right. All right. You want funny? You want some silly stuff for your show? You're in the right spot. Because when we add silly to our show, it makes our show funnier. And when we get funnier, there's more silly, there's more laughs. It makes you look like a better magician, makes you look like a better comedian, a better clown, a better funny guy. And when you have all these laughs building up in your show, well, the sponsor of your show, maybe it's the school, the church, the festival, the company party, the birthday party, they're going to say, wow, this guy's amazing. He's got the kids laughing and giggling like crazy. So, I hope the stuff you've learned so far has been worth the price of this DVD. No, you want more, I say. Okay, let's do another one. Watch close. You notice that one of the children has come up to help you in the show. It might be at a school or a library or even a birthday party, and they're chewing gum. You say, oh, I see you brought some gum with you today. Did you bring enough for everyone? And then you reach over to their mouth. We'll use our friend the bird here. Oh, reach over to their mouth, and they're standing right, hello, and they're standing there, and you just reach over and pull out a big wad of bubble gum. Oh, what is going on here? Yes, you did bring enough for everyone, I guess. Okay, well, thank you. Well, how was that done? I didn't say they were amazing magic tricks, although people are pretty surprised when these kind of gags and bits happen. And this is kind of a fun one, where all you need is a big old foam sponge. Or you can go to one of those foam sponge dealers and have them make you one. But this one is so easy to make. Just clip, 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 clip around the edge, and you end up with this kind of a rounded foam sponge. Looks like a big old piece of pink bubble gum. I like that. So then you put it in your hand out of sight like this again. You put the last trick away into your suitcase, and you look and notice, oh, you're chewing gum, huh? And as you're doing that, you grab your foam stuff, and you just kind of squeeze it into your fingers like this. Ta-da! Again, it looks like I'm pointing and saying, you got gum in your mouth. Whoa, he did bring enough for everyone. Hello, welcome back. People get these giant foam wands and are not sure what to do with them, and they sit in their basement and they go, what's this for? It's kind of funny when the kid waves it, so there's one little bit you can do with it, and you can have some things like this happen with it. But here's a fun bit. Watch this and see how it works. You have a hat here. You place the hat on the table, and now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I will wave my wand, and you will see... All right. Who did that? Okay. I will wave my wand. Just a second. What's going on? So just kind of a fun thing. The kids all see you in trouble. The kids all see you accidentally bumping yourself with your big wavily waggly wand. And this is simply like this. Your attention's over here, and the comedy comes because you're right in the middle of a sentence. And as you're in the middle of a sentence, you're interrupted. That's funny to the kids because they're not supposed to interrupt. And then you interrupt yourself, it's very funny to them. Also, you're in trouble because you're bumping yourself in the head. It's slapstick comedy, people like that. But the other thing comedy comes from is our expressions or our reaction to what's happening. Lucy Ball's reaction to things happening around her. Oh no, the chocolates are coming by. I'm going to get into confusion, the problem. Stanley, it's Laurel and Hardy, and their problems they're having, and he's reacting to what's going on, and Ollie's reacting. So, how can we add facial expressions to add comedy to our act? So as you're in the middle of doing something like this, and you're ready to wave the... Who's doing that? And there might be a kid next to you on this side. So this kid's holding the something, and this kid's holding the hat. And you, stop. Would you not go, so that kind of thing can happen. So just a wag of the thing, a wave. And all of a sudden it's like, what? Who did that? So it's like, what? Who was that? Pause for effect. If you want to make it funnier even too, try pausing. Hey, what's going on around here? All right, so there's a bit with the jumbo silly wands. Look for one of these jumbo silly wands. Batter up. You will knock it out of the park with comedy like this. Swing, bada, bada, bada. Another nice bit with these guys is the old magic stick holding on to your hand bit, where you go like this and go, ooh, and go, zzz. I forget there's the magic part first, zzz, and then it supposedly magically sticks to your hand. It won't come off. This is the old bit where you have a stick and your finger holds it back here just like this, okay? So that's all there is to it. You basically are only holding with one finger back here, right here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers are in front, but nobody seems to notice that. So as you release here, they don't realize that there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers in front, and the fifth one, ooh, is holding the wand on. So this is very funny. You can go, ah, 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 like you're surprised and amazing, and then all of a sudden kind of look at the audience and go, what is that? And then give it away how it's done. Ah! Oh, never mind. Nice mustache, right? So these things can be used for lots of fun stuff. So get a foam wand and play with it and think about what you can do. Oh, how's Channel 9 coming in? Pretty good. I like that. Oh, it's great. Ooh, that's a magic magnet. Zzz. Oh, it's pulling me this way. So think of what you can do with a wand like this. It's a very fun prop to add to your show. So get ready to make some big magic happen with a wand like this. And when the kid waves it, you know, whoa, it's really fun. So there's like 3 or 4 bits right there with the big foam magic wand. Have fun with that. And catch you on the next video. Yo, jolly good. Great to see you, right, and all that sort of stuff. I'm having a spot of tea. It is tea time, you know, here in the States. And you want to know what type of tea I'm having? I'm having the finest tea. It's a wonderful tea I imported. It's a green tea. We having green tea today, and it's lovely, lovely. Great aroma and flavor. Green tea. Yes, of course, this is a very fun and simple gag. All you need is a foam letter T and hook it onto a string from one of those hideous little tea bags, as my friends in England call them. The hideous little bags on strings is what my friend calls them. Anyway, so you have a tea bag on the end of a little green tea, and this is one my daughter actually invented. As far as we know, I've never seen anybody do anything like this, so I hope it didn't take anybody else's idea. But she came up to me one day and she said, "Dad, how about having green tea?" Because she heard of gray V and brown E's and things like that are, you know, traditional gags from the funny farm community. So here's something a little bit different with the green tea. Hope you like it, and I hope you enjoy your spot of tea today. And oh, it's gonna be lovely, lovely, lovely. Just right. Oh, I guess you caught me at a bad time. I was going to have myself a little lunch here. I know it seems like a lot, but it really is a light lunch. I mean, it's got, well, turkey. You can see it's got turkey in it. In the lunch, yeah. Well, I guess I could take that out, but it is a light lunch. A little lettuce, a little tomato, but cheese. It is a light lunch, really. It is. I mean, look. It's a light lunch. Wah, wah, wah. Now, the neat thing about this light lunch is an invention I came up with a couple years ago on the way to a convention in Kentucky. And when I got there, I met my buddy Ron Yarborough. He made lots of cool foam props. I said, "Hey, Ron, I came up with this idea on the way down. Would you like to put this in your line of great products?" And so he did. And so he's got this awesome sandwich he's made up. Or you can get one of these sandwiches from me. Very easy to put together. You can buy the bread and sandwich separate as a big foam prop with lots of foam good stuff in it, including foam turkey. But also, then you make your own one up, or you can have me do it for a nominal fee, or go to Ron and have him get one of his made ones for you also. Anyway, you take the bread apart and the sandwich part, and then you just cut a hole for your light bulb in there for your light lunch, all right? Wah, wah, wah. But what's really cool, this is an atomic light, so that you can touch it with this little ring here, and this little ring will make the light bulb light up. So you can show a lit light bulb in your lunch. A little battery inside. It's a really cool invention called the atomic lamp. Ask for one of those at your magic dealer, or just order one of these sandwiches. The other thing we do is when you get them, I can make a hole in the back, and then you can have a little piece of a switch inside there that will cause that light bulb to light up, and your light lunch will, wow, I got a light lunch. Hey, that looks great. Ta-da! So very easy to work, very fun. Something you can make yourself, though. That's why I wanted to show you something you could do yourself. You could also, of course, make the bread and everything from scratch, which I think is a lot more work to make all these pieces of foam and try to find the colored foam and things like this. So I prefer to buy the sandwich already made, which these are not that expensive, really. And then you just, whoa, it's a light lunch. Whoa, it is a light lunch. Ta-da! And then have your light bulb light up. That's a comedy idea I came up with about 2 years ago, and I don't believe anybody else has come up with it before, but if I have stepped on somebody's toes, but as far as I know, I was in the car driving and thinking about things and thinking about the sandwich I was having, and all of a sudden thinking about two different props. One, the big foam sandwich, and the other prop being the atomic light bulb, and I thought, hey, why not have a really cool light lunch that actually lights up, and the bulb will light up and go, whoa, the kids are amazed. Since then, I've come up with another way of doing this that I think you'll like. I've not put it together yet, but I'm going to give it to you right here so you can make your own if you feel like it, you want to. LED lights, very inexpensive. I have a dozen of them sitting over there. I'm going to string them all together, stick them inside here, and then have the battery pack in the back. So it's got to flick the switch on, open it up, say it's a light lunch, and then all of a sudden, whoa, it all lights up with like 20 or 30 different lights inside there. But it is a light lunch, even though it seems like it's very high in calories. It is definitely a light lunch. I'll get back to lunch, and I'll let you get back to watching some more comedy bits on this video. Hope you like them so far. Where's my salt? Just pepper? You know? These next two comedy bits are from an article I wrote for Funny Paper a number of years ago, as well as in my latest book at this point called Cool Kid Show Magic. Shameless plug. At any rate, Cool Kid Show Magic has 88 different comedy bits and routines there. Mostly it's magic tricks. So this is kind of an out of the ordinary thing for that book. But the book is also filled with comedy ideas about how to write comedy, how to add comedy to your act, a couple essays on thinking about what if and how I can think, what if I could do this and then make things happen. So that's a great book, I think. People say it's okay. I think it's all right. So I hope you like it when you get a chance to read that. But these are two bits that came out of that book along with 87 other things in that book, 87 other chapters of inventions and magic tricks I came up with. So you're in line. You got a line here going of kids waiting to have a balloon. You know, the line work can be kind of exhausting and can take away from the entertainment value because there's like all these kids wait. You can't entertain much, but you got to entertain anyway. You got to do jokes. You got to do bits of business while they're in line. And one of my favorite things to do is ask a little child, what kind of animal would you like? Now, throughout the time I'm making balloons, I'm always saying, and guys, get ready. If you know what you're going to have, think about what you're going to have. A monkey, a giraffe, a rabbit, a reindeer. You know, what would you like? A porcupine? Oh, I can't make porcupines. That's right. So, you know, whatever. So, you get the point? Okay, anyway. So, there's all these things. I'm trying to reinforce a good list of balloons that I can make. So there's somebody going, yeah, I think I'll have a rabbit today, or I'll have a, orangutan or something. So they're thinking about those things ahead of time. But you always get that one that comes up and they're kind of shy or they haven't been paying attention or something. They're like, well, and what would you like? Would you like a rabbit? It's like a giraffe, dog. And you start doing the list, and they're still kind of like. So when you got one of those kids, and their brothers and sisters and other kids in line are seeing it, you just take, be patient and kind, of course. But you quickly say, so would you like a rabbit? No? How about a dog? Ta-da! How about a mouse? Ta-da! Okay, so you see two just quick little bits of business. How about a dog? Foam dog, they're not very expensive. Or how about a mouse? Wah, wah, wah. We got a couple different things here that will add comedy as people are waiting in line. That's all I want. A couple quick laughs, keep the show moving, keep the line moving, keep things going on. So far, I hope you've gotten some good comedy ideas out of this. If you haven't, well, keep watching. Maybe one of them will strike your fancy. But these are funny bits that I use in my show for years. I think they'll add a lot of fun to your show, too, okay? So just try them out. And we're all looking for ways to make ourselves funnier to our audiences. And when we're funnier, they laugh more. That's good exercise for them. When they laugh and applaud more, we get to take more bows, which is good exercise for us. Everybody benefits when we are funnier. So go out there, make them laugh, have a great time. Do you want a rabbit? Maybe how about a dog? How about a mouse? Time for some refreshment. I'm having one of those brand new tasty treats. Have you seen these or not? They're called I think they're called a Blizzard. I think I should have rather than the Blizzard, I think I should have had a V8. Oh yeah. To do the snowflake effect, I took a Pringles lid, a little plastic lid, you can find anything that might work, and I put it inside this cup, so it's down about this far down. push down into place. And I cut a straw, short piece of straw, and taped it inside there. Added a whole bunch of confetti made from the real light type of tissue paper. Light and fluffy. And all I have to do is blow into this little short straw. And when you blow into that short straw, the paper on this lid here gives you a nice blizzard effect. Now you put a lot in there and you get a lot more, but we just put a few in here to start. And I also also blow a little bit next to the straw too, so there's really extra stuff flying up all over. So give that a try, and you'll find that to be very, very fun. Yes, ta-da. Well, hello, and here's a funny bit of business for the lady clowns. You carry a nice handbag, styling, maybe in a parade route or at a party, and you say, "I wanted to make change today. All I have is $2. Buck! $2. Buck! Okay. But it might work with a guy, too, if you have a jumbo wallet of some sort. You can maybe do a similar stunt, $2. But maybe you might be chicken. Okay, anyway, so let's move on. My new job as a beautician, I cut people's hair. It's so much fun. And, I got hair in my purse. You know how that's going, right? Wah, wah, wah. So, the secret is to have the hair facing towards your audience, and whoa! So, oh no, I got hair in my purse. Oh, I came to a fork in the road, so I took it. Thank you, Yoga Berra. Bye-bye. Have a great time. Oh, shucks, I got my wife a gift. I got her a beautiful new hat. Yes, a beautiful new hat. There was a big special at the store. They were half off. They're wonderful. The hats were half off. Or for ladies, you can do like this. Hey, I got myself a new hat. I got myself a new hat. Yes, they're half off. Do you smell that? Can I borrow your shoe? Oh, yes. There is something kind of fishy about this. Whoa. What? To do this, all you need is a foam fish. You just crumple it up in your hand as best you can. And you can borrow the child's shoe and say, oh, there's something fishy about your shoe. Whoa. Oh, there is something fishy. Hello, and welcome to the Hard Rock Cafe. Kids love dinosaurs, and of course this one is a fire-breathing dragon. Whoa! Wow, did you see that? Of course, that is done with our friendly Funkin ring. You simply stick your finger in after you've wound it up and jink, and send your shower of sparks. And you were always looking for funny bits for the older kids. And this is one that, your 3, 4, 5-year-olds might be a little bit freaked out by, but your 7, 8, 9-year-olds are going to love. And we have to have something for everybody in our show, for sure. So for walk-arounds, for special events, and of course for during the show, if you just bring this out and do, wow, fire-breathing dragon, whoa, and then move on with your show, you got another comedy bit that will add fun and be a hit. I'm a poet, and I don't know how. Oh, yeah, man, my favorite music is like rock. It gets a good beat going. This is a friend, the foam rock. A foam rock can be used in so many ways. In your shoe, of course, and things like that. I got a pebble in my shoe. Ouch, came out. That's the old gag that came with the pet rock. Not such a good rock, yes. But we can add and make it fun with other kind of routines like, hey, man, my favorite music, all right. And I love the beat. Here's a fun one. Grab a kid and have them rub their fingers together like this, like they're going to start a campfire. And then you have your special, whoa, way of doing it too. Woo! Too much friction, I think, that's for sure. Well, this is called the Funkin ring, and this guy slips on your finger like that, and then a little shower spark shoots right out of there, and then you have your hand fairly free. As soon as it happens, spark, I like to go whoa, and as I go whoa, I ditch this thing in my pocket, and then my hands are free to show them empty. So there's a quick fun bit. You have to buy a Funkin ring. It's a thing you wind up, crank it up, and then it gets that spark ready to fly. Slips onto your finger like this. Rub the fingers together. When you want, you push the button and bingo, you got some fun coming. So rub, rub, rub. You wind it up. You get it all set to go on your finger like this. The spark's going to fly out of here. You can pretty much hold your hand like this, and it seems like your hands are empty. So you bub, 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 bub. Spark. Whoa! Whoa! So you're at the kids' party, and you're, you ask them if they can bring out one of their toy cars, and you say, wow, that's sharp. It really burns rubber, I'll bet. And look at those nice wheels. Whoa, they're Hot Wheels, for sure. Woo! Or you can use this as a walk around and say it's Hot Wheels. And it sparks off. Again, it's the Sparking Funkin ring, and you can get those for under $30, and they're very, very fun. 1,000,001 laughs, probably. Or literally? Maybe. Literally, probably. Okay, it's time for some real refreshment. I'm going to have my favorite. I'm going to have Dr. Pepper. So for a solo prop, the hot dog is a lot of fun. Or if you see a kid having a hot dog, maybe you're doing a walk around or something, and say, oh, is that a hot dog? Sure is. Whoa, it sure is. Whoa. And again, we're using our fun friend, the Funkin ring. So check out those and have some fun with that. I'm just kind of sharing with you some of my original ideas with these things. So hope you like it, and I hope you have a fun time with these comedy bits. And if you don't like that one, then hold on. There'll be some more coming up. I believe it. Sit. Stay. Roll over. Good dog. Oops. I have been studying the great art of Kung Fu. I can now chop so fast that you won't even see my hands move. They're moving so fast. Sliced perfectly, right at the precise spot where the Kung Fu move was made. Slice right there. So you want to make a Kung Fu banana, huh? Well, the idea, hello, is to take a banana and stick a pin. I'm using a toothpick to help illustrate this, but you want to take a pin and shove it right along one of these lines. And the pin goes in straight, but not all the way out. You can kind of feel where it hits the back side. And then just kind of wriggle the pin back and forth. Now again, I'm using a toothpick, which makes too big of a hole, though even that is not really noticeable. But I'm just using that to show what we're doing here. Where it goes back and forth and makes a nice straight clean line inside. and you're all set. But use like a needle, a long needle, and go back and forth across inside there, and you're all set. Then when the banana is peeled, you'll have your cuts right where you want them. All right? Can I show you my new shell phone? Oh, you're where? In Hawaii? I can hardly hear you. The ocean is so loud. These are great shoes. They help me a lot when I'm biking. Yeah, it's a shoe horn. To do that, you have a horn and a shoe, of course. Your horn is in your coat underneath, so you can just reach and grab it. Give it a simple honk whenever you want to honk from within your clothes. And of course, your costume's covering that, or your suit, and so they can't see. As you just do a little squeeze on your shoe horn. All right, the last one's my favorite penny trick. Everybody knows about pulling a penny from behind someone's ear, and kids have seen their grandpas do that to them. So, if there's two children, I like to have the one, or this works with one, too, and a parent. I'll say, oh, look at the parent. You have a penny behind your ear, like Grandpa showed me that when you pull the penny out. And then to the child, you say, wow, you got a penny behind your ear, too, I think. And reach back and pull out, wow, a penny that big. That's pretty incredible. Looks like a hubcap off a Lincoln. Thank you, Mr. Greg Wilson. Have a great day there. Oh, this was done by simply hiding the penny here between these fingers. It looks like you can point, and your hand seems fairly fair, but it's just right behind in there. And then your other hand holds the penny like this. So it's covered this way. As long as you keep your back of your hand, or this part of your hand, away from the audience, or if you're working a group or a walk around or a parade route or something. Oh, ta-da! There it is behind your ear. All you're doing is reaching behind their ear, and out of sight, you pull it out. So there's nothing to worry about. They're not going to see it because it's happening behind their head where you slide it out. And you're all set. First small penny, then the big surprise happens, and you're moving forward on some fun. Catch you soon. Hope you have a great time with this video. Hope you learned a few tricks you could add to your routine. They always say if you learn one thing, you've really gotten a good deal out of something. So I hope you've learned 2, 3, 6, or 10 things off this that will go right into your act or right into your walk-around situations. Very fun and funny things that I think will add some laughter to people's lives. And that's what it's all about, adding laughter, making the world a happier place. Go out there and spread some smiles. So, I'm in the editing bay, and I'm thinking I forgot one of my favorite bits. Actually, I wrote this up in Laugh Makers magazine back in the mid-'80s, and I've seen it in lots of other people's materials over the years, so I think it must have kind of a chain effect where people are seeing other people doing it and using it and this and that, so I think it's a fun bit. So, you're in the show, and there's somebody who wants to take a picture. You stop everything, have the kid next to you go, wow, for the picture, and you're holding the hat or whatever in your hand, go ooh, and then hold this above their head. So it looks like they're thinking, wow. Is that fun? Just a simple thing, big piece of construction paper, and then write the word wow, or nowadays with computers you can do some pretty wild things too and make the letters look really cool. But at any rate, it's just a simple, anytime in the act you want to have that happen, or for a photograph during the act, all right? And so have fun. Or another one would say something like, wow, Mr. Norm, and then your MrNorm.com is right there in front of everybody. I hope you have a great day. I'm not MrNorm.com, I'm MagicNorm.com. But at any rate, I hope you have a great, great day. We'll catch up with you sooner or later, someplace sooner or later, I hope. Have fun with all the crazy tricks and bits and stunts on this DVD. If you add 1 or 2 to your act, I think you'll find more and more laughs. You add 3 or 4 to your act, you'll find even more laughs. So have a ton of fun spreading laughter around the world. Two. Get $2. Okay.